Okay, so this is going to be a chemical notation tutorial, and what I mean by that is because I teach chemistry, I'm going to show you a few things that I found interesting when trying to build worksheets, tests, quizzes on your own where you have to input certain chemical equations or just other different kinds of chemical notations that are kind of hard to do if you don't really know what you're doing. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to build what looks like a square right off of the periodic table. So in order to do this, you will have to create this rectangular shape and then input all of your material. So you would first go to Insert, and then at Insert you will find Shapes. Click on Shapes. And then here there's a box with an A in it that's known as your text box. So you would click on your text box and then you would just simply draw your rectangle wherever you would want it to be and however size you would want. Okay, so once you've done that, you can just go ahead and input your information. So I'm just going to copy the same information over. This is for carbon. As you can see, it is a carbon element. Carbon's mass is 12.01. And then I can also make the font larger just by highlighting it and then going up to this capital A with an arrow pointing up, and it's going to increase the font. Once I get it to the font that I would like, I can also go back up to the top to Home and press the center button in order to center it. And there you have your square. Next, we're going to figure out how to do these subscripts when we're writing chemical formulas. So here I have 3 different chemical formulas: CO2, which we all know is carbon dioxide, NH4, which is ammonium, and then H2O, which is water. So in order to do these subscripts, there's something specific that you will have to do. Some of you may not know this. So first I'm going to type in CO, and then I'm going to click in my number 2. So in order to change this into a subscript, as you can see, it's a regular large 2. You would highlight just the 2 itself. You would go up to where it says font and this little square with the arrow pointing in it. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to come down and you're going to find where it says subscript. Now, of course, you can make this into a superscript, which we know superscripts are up high, or you could change it into a subscript. For this case, we're going to change it to a subscript. And there you have it, CO2. So let's go ahead and do the next ones. Alright, and you would just do them the same way. Highlight, go to font, click on subscript. Highlight, go to font, and click on subscript. That was pretty simple. Next, we're going to do chemical equations. Chemical equations are easy to do. As you can see, we already have some of our subscripts. This should be a capital 2. So we already know how to do subscripts. So what I'm going to focus on with these chemical equations is how to create this arrow, this yield sign. So we're going to first copy down what we already written, 2H2 reacting with O2. Okay, so on your keyboard you have a hash mark and you should have these arrow signs. So what you would do is you would click on your hash mark about 2 times and then click your arrow sign, and then it's going to automatically turn into an arrow. Now our arrow seems to be as a subscript, so I'm just going to go ahead and change your subscript arrow to just a regular arrow so it looks like the model that we're doing. And there you have it. And then you can continue on writing out your formula, making sure that you turn everything into subscripts or superscripts that need to be. There you go. I hope this was helpful. It's something that I always find helpful. My students constantly ask me about how did I do this or how did they get to do this, so it's always helpful for them. So I hope it's helpful for you.